MULATSCHAG.
Hey, this is KERRY KING from SLAYER, and you are watching MULATSCHAG, the only TV show you really need.
This next song is about the ultimate sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice. This is mandatory suicide.
You had to pay to record your first album. Was that a tough decision?
Not really. We just, what were we, 18, 19? Yeah, 19. So it's mostly Tom and Tom's family and my family. That's where most of the money came from. So, you know, that's what we wanted to do. And if that was the only means to make that happen, didn't even think twice about it.
How many bootlegs of those early days do you own yourself?
I used to tape a lot of the early shows, so I probably have 20 maybe. Because if we weren't playing as frequently as we do now, so yeah, I'd say 20-ish. But through the years, I probably got more.
Bootlegs have been an important tool in those days, haven't they?
There's a big tape trading thing. The early days, I had tapes of Venom, tapes of Exodus, of course, tapes of ourselves, tapes of Metallica. So, yeah, it was just the same old guys, you know, trading the music.
What role plays punk in your career over the years?
When we started playing, Jeff had gotten into punk, and that's where I know he got a lot of his aggression from in the early days. I got into punk after that. So first it was Jeff, then it was me, and then we, you know, in the mid-'90s we did the Undisputed Attitude album, and that was, you know, most of our punk influences from the early days, and we did that because it's right about the time The Offspring and Green Day came out, and everybody was calling them punk. And that was like our middle finger to them, because we're like, that's not punk, we'll show you what punk is. And that's how that came to be.
Still a lot discussed is your song Angel of Death. How important is it for you that you help remembering those dark times?
Well, I think if the song Angel of Death was a documentary piece instead of a band by Slayer, or a song by Slayer, I think it would probably win awards on Discovery Channel or something, you know, but since Slayer did it, it's dangerous. Yeah, I think it's a cool song. It's just reporting history, and it doesn't glorify, or it doesn't, what's the word? Doesn't glorify what happened, but it also doesn't condemn it. It's just saying things how it was.
Let's talk about the parlor case. Do you yet realize what crazy things happened then?
Is that the one where we got sued?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's old news to me, but nothing ceases to amaze me in America, because you can sue people for looking at you the wrong way. And, you know, if anybody ever wins a case like that, not only heavy metal, but music and entertainment for the entire world would change forever. So I hope that day never happens, because it's just somebody pointing the finger. It's like, hey, you know, I understand your loss, but I had nothing to do with it. I think the craziest one of all time is the one that they can't remember what the name of the case was, but the one where Judas Priest has to go to court. They got sued for a song they didn't even write.
Looking back to 9/11, on that day you released the record God Hates Us All. How do you see that today?
Well, I'll never forget what day the record came out. Usually I do. I couldn't tell you any of the other dates any of our records came out except that one. I think it's kind of ironic with the title of it being God Hates Us All and the first song being Disciple. It sounds like Disciple was written about that. So it's kind of ironic. That's, you know, yeah, that makes me understand what a coincidence means.
Would you still go for a beer with James Hetfield?
Would I still what?
Still go for a beer with James Hetfield?
I would, but James doesn't drink anymore.
So you have contact?
So, yeah, well, who did I see? The last time I saw any of them, I saw Lars and Robert. I think James came to our last San Francisco show, but that was going on a year and a half, 2 years. So I haven't seen James in a while.
MULATSCHAG!